What's up? Can you hear me? I'm doing well. How are you? All right, that's good. Yeah, right now I'm just drawing. I already started. I was planning on making the stream start at 5:30, but I think I accidentally pressed go live. So instead of ending it and starting a new one, I started. Might as well just continue. It's not too visible right now, especially since I'm just right now I'm just kind of doing all the line art. Let me try to bring it in a little bit more, see if it's visible. I'm doing all the line art, and then I'll be able to finish the drawing, or I'll be able to ink it, or draw darker, then ink it, then it'll be complete. Thank you, thank you. The thumbnail should be the picture, but I don't know if that settled in because, like I said, I accidentally hit go live. But yeah, every day I find a new way to mess up in the YouTubing, but it is what it is. It's humorous if anything. Now I don't even know where I put my pencil. Hold on, somewhere out here. Oh, here it is. Yeah, another part of me accidentally going live too early is that the phone. Where's your cousin at? Well, he's at home right now, or he's at work. One of the two. Like I said, I'm just drawing today, so kind of it's a. I still plan to look back and check on any chats and stuff, but whenever I draw, I do tend to get locked in a little bit. You really can't see the drawing whatsoever. Man, I might turn the camera around, but yeah, let me try to turn the camera. Only thing about turning the camera around is that I can't see the messages that come in. But yeah, my plan is to look back periodically to make sure there aren't any things that are being said that I haven't recognized yet. Thinking about pulling up another laptop that allowed me to kind of keep up with the chat, but I think for now it should be okay. But I do have to refine the picture I was using though, since the phone I went live with was where I was drawing from, and I plan to use this to record and go live. So now I gotta find the image again. That's not a big deal. I might change. I might flip the camera around so it's more visible. Let me try that out. Let's see if it works. Hold on. I think that's a little bit better. Honestly, it's almost no better. It's about the same, even. I'd say. Bring it closer. There you go. Still blurry. Doesn't seem to be able to adjust to focus on it. It's crazy. Well, I guess I'll just continue how I was doing it. Oh wait, is it not adjusting? Or is that just what it looks like? Hmm. No, that's not what it looks like. It was a lot more clear with the front camera. let's put it back this way. Yeah, my intention is to just draw. I might make some commentary here and there. I was watching anime. I might put that back on. We'll see. Just so there's some kind of background noise. So it's not completely quiet. Yeah, it doesn't like too bad of an idea. I'll turn that on while I'm drawing still. Because I don't really. I know some people like to do stuff to music. That's not really my cup of tea. So I might put on the anime, kind of like react to it as I'm watching. Kind of react to it while I'm watching, as well as kind of react to it as well as kind of just letting it play. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn that on and get back to work.
Sounds like there's no problem then. I'm quite fond of silver myself.
Anime I'm watching right now or listening to is called The Realist Hero Saves the Kingdom.
By the way,
So I'm on part 2 now.
why not set aside time on the broadcast where you promote
It's
local
pretty good.
flavors for
The
small
animation's not the best, but it's a pretty cool story. It falls in like it's an isekai that falls into the category of I'd call them like like the tycoon or the simulator ones. So there are a few anime where the person gets isekai'd, and instead of like necessarily becoming like the hero through strength, they kind of reshape the kingdom. So it's like people that play like farming simulator, or they play like what's it called, Tropicana, or I'm forgetting one of them that's super popular. Can't remember the name, but I hope I can be heard. I'm not sure if I can over the music in the TV show. I'll turn it down. But yeah, ain't nobody watching right now. That's fine. It is what it is. But that's really it. Only issue now is finding the image I was using earlier. Like I said, the image I was using was on this phone. So, okay, I think I got it. Yeah, the thumbnail is what I'm currently drawing. I'm not just drawing that part of the thumbnail. I'm pretty much drawing the entire panel from the comic. Um, so all of this right here, all of this that you see will be there. So that would be pretty cool once it's done.
If you're gonna bring that up, then you should know I'm the one who drove my brother out. Sorry?
Let me
I
see.
told you I have connections. And together we arranged for multiple uprisings to break out.
All right, there we go.
So those rebellions that were happening simultaneously were orchestrated by you?
You seriously didn't catch on? Pretty crafty of me.
Yeah.
So don't worry about my old man, because I betrayed my own family. Although, it's not like I feel absolutely no guilt over it. On the battlefield, it's kill or be killed. Nothing you can do about that. Amazonia is a very poor country. While we have mineral resources that about all. As for our food self-sufficiency, calling it low would be kind. Colbert and I work desperately to find more money, right?
Indeed. Unfortunately, the funds that the princess and civil servants raised were taken and diverted into military expenditures.
Women were forced to sell their bodies. They only sold children, so they would have fewer mouths to feed. It's the people who end up suffering. Whenever I think back on how short-sighted my father and brother were about Amadonia's future, it gets me so damn frustrated. What we needed wasn't more weapons. It was jobs and food.
I'm so sorry.
I don't want your pity. I know who supports me. My family, Grandpa Herman here, and my big brother Colbert.
Someone's in
As
here.
well as all my
I don't know who it
aunts and
is.
uncles in the Principality.
But yeah, even though I'm drawing, feel free to comment, ask questions, all that.
Julius abandoned
I
Roroa
guess it doesn't really matter if
just might
it's
become a political
no
thing,
one's inside,
but she
but
understands the importance
I'm
of
just gonna be
family
drawing, I guess.
and how it's not restricted to
And
the
hopefully
immediate
I see
neighborhood.
some comments pop up if when I do.
Just one more question. There
Probably
was
won't
another
see them now.
uprising in the northwest. Julius managed to suppress
How
it.
can you teach me how to
Did you
draw like
start that
that?
one too, Roroa?
All this told me.
We all suffer
Only thing
greatly
that
from
happened at a
Amazonian
Popeyes
isolation.
was you failing
That
to.
must have been
Never
when I
mind.
broke out on its
But
own.
That's not
I
true
actually
either.
have no formal
We were
drawing
supposed to be
training.
quartered
Like
in the
this is
ground
just
when Amazonian
me
broke out.
looking at the image and just recreating it best I
Orthodox
can
papal state?
with the strokes that I see.
Quarters don't mean
So I
anything.
have no way to teach
There are
someone how to
tons of
do
Lunarian
things this way.
Orthodox up there.
It's very intuitive.
The
So
Orthodox
that's all
papal
I can
state
really
has
say.
the right
I could
to
explain
hold
how I
and
do it,
speak to all their
but I could definitely never teach it.
In fact, we were
That's
probably
for
planning to
certain.
send their forces under the pretense of protecting their faithful.
Leave it to the black-robed minister. See, he gets it.
But the Northwest isn't exactly a land of plenty, is it? I don't see why the Orthodox papal state would capture it.
You don't really get it, do you, Soma? It's not the land that they're after. It's potential believers. All the oppressed citizens complaining about living under the thumb of Amadonian lords, if they're taken into the Orthodox papal state, watch what happens. No matter how difficult their new life is, there won't be another complaint. They'll claim their hardship as a trial put upon them by God.
That's about as bad as it gets. Roroa, what are your feelings on the Lunarian Orthodox Church?
Well, I have no problem with the religion. What I absolutely loathe are the ones who use it to line their pockets, or other shameless acts in the name of faith.
I could go through life never having to witness that.
You're not being realistic. It's not an issue of if their nation will contact you, but when.
Why is that? It's not like I'm a religious man.
Well, they hate the Star Dragon Mountain Range as much as they hate the Grand Chaos Empire.
I can understand why they would detest the latter. They're a country of intelligent dragons and steadfast worshippers of the Mother Dragon's faith, one of the two greatest religions besides Lunarian Orthodoxy.
When different faiths start bickering, things can get real nasty.
But why would the Grand Chaos Empire be your majesty?
May I speak freely? You've heard
Yeah,
of
things are
Emperor
coming
Randomness.
along right now. If it's really not that visible, is it?
However, in Lunarian
Mm,
Orthodoxy, certification of a faith is expressly reserved for the Pope. Claiming to be one without permission would be unthinkable to them. Basically, in the eyes of the
there we
Orthodox
go.
papal state,
Kinda.
the reader
Right
is
now I'm
not
working
allowed to
on
judge
this
someone
arm.
as a saint.
What? The people are the ones who started calling for that.
Right about
It's not
here.
as if Maria gave that title to herself.
As if that makes any
What's
difference,
poppin'?
Sam.
The Mexican white tee. What's up,
Maybe
man? Just drawing here.
it would reflect poorly on their faith.
Drawing some One Piece
Hey,
image, or you see on the thumbnail.
courage to reach out to me.
You really don't have any idea what you're worth, do you?
And I got some anime
You're
playing.
without freedom and the annexed Amadonia as well. Not only that, you're the one behind the kingdom's phenomenal rise in power. Could you imagine what would happen if the Pope gave you the title of saintly king? In no time flat, we could create the Holy Kingdom of Elfrieden together. And it would become a powerful rival even to the Empire.
In order for a church to make its authority unassailable, it grants religious status to those who are in power. Apparently, it happens throughout history, no matter the world.
Let's not talk about the Orthodox papal state. Let's get back to the marrying me
Let me
part.
turn down the brightness.
Well, Sula, you can be totally honest. Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah, I do. After all, the benefits are beyond great. Marrying her will give me the legitimacy to rule Amadonia. She's also appealing as a human resource. Not to mention, she has advanced economic thinking, like coming up with ad revenue. I'll bet she put that network of merchants together on her own, too. And she has a heart. Not only did she raise money for her people, but she had the courage to cross her own brother. What are your thoughts, Licia?
should already know whatever you deem necessary, I'm fine with.
Huh?
What's that expression about? From what I've seen, this girl is quite competent, and I believe she would be worth welcoming as one of your line of queens. If you'll make certain to deal with succession issues, I have no objections. That is my only stipulation. How about the two of you?
The more allies we can have, the better.
Whatever decision His Majesty makes, I have no intention of speaking out against.
Everyone, thank you.
All I ask is that you make sure to take care of us, too.
You know I will.
I do hate to interrupt this beautiful little love fest, but concerning succession, you don't have to worry. I'm not interested in the throne.
Are you serious?
Yep. Just one thing. I'm a teensy favor to ask, darling.
Wait, darling?
You see, I want to be in charge of my own business. Don't get me wrong.
Pretty much the anime I'm watching, like I mentioned, it's like a tycoon, or not a tycoon.
All the time,
I
right?
really can't remember the name.
I suppose so.
It's like the game where
Research and development finding
you
policies.
play as a nation and then you expand your nation. There are lots of games like that.
It doesn't say
Civilization, that's what it is, yeah. That's what it makes me think of. It's like a civilization anime.
I'm using my own
So,
talents to earn
dude's
money.
brought from another world.
See just how much I can transform
He's made the king of the other world due to his like just his reasoning, his intellect, and all that. So now he's been in charge of like bringing up the kingdom and making sure it's very successful.
I'll be working
So
so
it's
hard
pretty
to keep
interesting.
it.
I like it a
Sebastian,
lot.
the owner of the silver deer, will be its face. And nobody will be the wiser.
The silver deer. Oh, I remember.
Quite the opposite. One of them was a very charming, albeit cunning little devil.
So that charming little devil of a clown he was talking about was you. I'm not surprised.
Little devil? Just wait. I'll strangle you for that, Sebastian. Though the charming part does fit me perfectly.
Excuse me. Since I'm about to be in charge of the treasury, would it be alright if I said something?
What's all this, Colbert? You're already the kingdom's finance minister?
If I may be so bold, Princess, with that amount of capital, I'd prefer you put it in the treasury.
Out of the question.
How come you're both on the same page about this?
It's fine. These will be my own personal assets.
If we have her budget, we can carry out our internal affairs more easily. But your majesty...
It's a matter of separating duties, isn't it? I'll make money. Darling uses it. Meanwhile, Colbert will rein us in. Colbert's, doesn't it? One more thing, darling. Once we have kids together, let's agree they'll take over the family business. Now the answer I still don't know is how many children you want. I say, getting a little ahead of yourself, don't you think? Don't be dating someone personal.
I'm trying to turn up my brightness. I kind of suck at using iPhone. There we go.
No, we have not. We've been so busy, there's been no time for that. Surely you're joking, sis. Don't tell me you and him haven't. Yes.
And so, the engagement of Sylvacosia and Aurora Amadonia was officially announced. Coinciding with this news, the Kingdom of Elfrieden annexed the Principality of Amadonia, creating a new state, the United Kingdom of Elfrieden and Amadonia, otherwise known as...
I see the message, Mexican YT in the Discord. What's up, man? Actually, that would be pretty useful. The notifications would pop up on my phone. So if anyone's listening, I think on the last video I posted a Discord link.
It's an honor to
So it'd be easier to send messages there. But I'm still trying to look behind me to see if I see any here too. But it's just a lot easier to not have to look back.
Well, I didn't do it on my own.
When is this? When is the call and stream? I think for this stream, I'm not necessarily doing calls. I'm just drawing. So, but definitely on the like Saturday ones with my cousin, definitely one of those. Definitely that's one you can call in more. Like in this one, as you can probably see already, I'm not talking as much, just kind of drawing. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now.
John told me how successful the negotiations went. I was happy to learn how harmonious our countries were and how we had an ally in the East. Then again, perhaps that was a misunderstanding on my part. Yes, I'm aware that the citizens of Dan asked you to reoccupy them under Julius's return. Although, the annexation of Amadonia as a whole is a different matter. As you're aware, the declaration doesn't recognize changing borders.
Are you absolutely sure? Even though this will be a long story, please allow me to tell it. Once upon a time, two gods, one over the east and the other in the west. The god of the freely, and shall take the crops that you have harvested for yourselves. The god of the east said to the god of the west, your way of doing things will make the rich even richer, and those who are poor even poorer. The gap between the haves and the have-nots will only grow wider, until it's an impassable gorge. In return, the god of the west said the following to the god of the east. If someone is allocated the same share no matter how hard they work, then mankind will lose their motivation, and all of society will grow poorer. The conflict between the two gods grew so large, it expanded to other nations that believed in entirely separate deities, and it wasn't before long, the border countries found themselves in peril. If the nations of the eastern and western gods were to ever start a war, the people living nearby would be the first ones experiencing the harm. And so, together with the other countries, they came up with 3 rules to prevent catastrophe.
And how does this fable conclude?
The god of the East's power continued declining, and an all-out war between the two camps was avoided.
And everything turned out all right in the end.
For a brief moment, yes, but soon after, a group of people staged an insurrection for their independence from the multi-ethnic state. Unless their independence is acknowledged, the very principle of ethnic self-determination would be violated.
The problem is if their independence is recognized, then they won't even allow all the borders to be altered.
Therein lies the issue. The nations that made these rules were ultimately paralyzed by them.
So you're saying the fable you told is no different than what's happening with Amadonia?
Yes, the Declaration is clear. It gives the right for ethnic self-determination. Signatory nations have no choice. If the Amadonian people take such actions, they must recognize them.
And yet, we cannot recognize the change at the Amadonian border,
Mm,
as stated in Article 1. What a disaster. So many inconsistencies.
You don't notice them. Not until events make the contradictions evident.
So that is why you did not sign into the Mankind Declaration when you became king?
Yes, I just couldn't. It's a pitfall for any multi-ethnic nation such as ours.
It's sad to hear this news. We're a multi-ethnic state, the same as Elfrieden.
But the fact is,
We already know. Unfortunately, we cannot afford to abandon the Mankind Declaration just yet. See, even if the path may lead to our destruction, my wish is to stay a symbol of strength, and to continue inspiring the people, giving them a sense of hope. It is infinitely clear that mankind must be united if we are to stand against the Demon Lord's domain. If only for a short while, the Empire will keep the banner aloft, to bind the hearts of Landia's people together.
now I can see the reason why you're known as a saint. It's a worthy title.
Now that you've explained, I understand your thinking. As head of the Declaration, I will not object to the annexation of Amadonia. That is a promise.
I really appreciate you understanding.
Well, what kind of lady is this Varroa Amadonia?
I'm not quite sure how to answer that question, but if anyone did come out on top of this whole affair, without a doubt it would have to be her.
I guess things didn't go exactly as planned for you either, did they? Moving on to the machinations by the Lunarian Orthodox Papal State.
Based on what Roroa told me, they're offended by the title the people have given you.
That is true. We've received several complaints, you call them, objecting to the fact I have been referred to as a saint. That being said, I do not take the title upon myself, so there is little I can do.
It places you in an awkward position. Not like you can demand the people stop calling you a saint. Basically, the Orthodox Papal State will act. They'll probably remain a potential enemy of the Empire. Just like Roroa said, they may approach me to join forces.
When that time comes, do you wish to curry their favor? Do you wish for their influence?
I hope you didn't get the wrong idea. I don't want a thing to do with their authority.
I understand your sentiments. The Orthodox Papal State can be a real hindrance.
Let me guess. You have many believers there in the Empire.
Yes, in the eyes of their devoted, the Declaration means nothing to them. In fact, there's a chance they may even attempt to exploit the contradiction you discovered. If mankind is fighting one another, the Demon Lord's domain will win. As long as we're divided, the Orthodox Papal State knows this.
chaotic the times become, the more powerful religion becomes. That's because it provides an answer to anxiety and discontent, the possibility of salvation. Now that the Demon Lord's domain has appeared, the Orthodox papal state can feel the people's desperation and become an incredibly powerful force.
Something wrong?
Sorry about that. I kind of got lost in thought.
From what I have been hearing, that's a somewhat regular occurrence for you.
Trust me, Maria. As the ruler over Fredonia, we will be your allies. As long as the Empire continues striving to unite mankind, we will walk with you. When it comes to our two great nations, I believe that they complement each
Okay.
other and can deal with anything.
Yes, I am hopeful. This pact we've made here will last until the end of time.
Your Majesty, how'd the conference go? I'd say it was fruitful. You had the chance to speak with John as well, right? Yes. We had some very practical discussions, and I'm pleased to report they've also borne fruit. I bet. And on that subject, there's a mountain of bilateral negotiation paperwork in your office. I want the Empire. No, I want Maria to be mankind's hope. The people need a beacon to follow. That way, they won't lose heart even in the darkest times, and have to rely on gods instead. They'll have the strength to get back up on their own.
Just what do you think you're doing? This is too much, Your Majesty.
Hey, good morning. That'll be too slow, well.
They're warning us.
What is Marilla doing in my bed? Someone explain what's going on.
We're the ones deserving explanation, mister. Aisha burst into my room in tears, so naturally I asked her what's happening. She said, the wicked princess and I wanted to go with the princess from Amazonia. What in the world compelled you to make a move on her before the princess or myself, Majesty? Where's your sense of loyalty?
Take it easy. Look, me and Marilla are both still in our clothes, which means what you think happened probably didn't, right? Make sense?
Why does it sound like you're not completely sure?
Because I can't remember what happened last night. Way to talk him back to me! I was discussing the Amadonia tax system following annexation. And Marilla and Culver both joined in the conversation, and we must have stayed up late talking. Hey, Marilla, wake up. It's already morning.
Emily, what is it? Are you crying?
I got me sleeping in my bed.
Oh yeah, I didn't have the strength to go to my room last night. So I just slept in your bed with you, sweetie. Watch out, Ford. Would you be so kind as to carry her back to her own quarters, Aisha? Yes, as you wish. Put on your mask. You realize this only happens because you keep a bed inside your office. I should smash it up. Meanwhile, Marx keeps hounding us, saying we should hurry up and produce some air, you know?
Wait just a little bit longer. I've got other things that need to be addressed first.
What?
Hope it's getting more and more
Though
visible.
it took a while, the kingdom's internal affairs are in order. After annexing Amadonia, we've only grown
It's
stronger.
really not.
Likely we don't have to worry about outside threats for now.
You suppose?
There's one other thing. It took me a while, but I've finally been able to convince myself I should be the king.
I'm glad to hear that, but I'd rather you came out and said it resolutely.
There's no longer anything standing in my way. It's time. There's no reason for me to keep holding back, Alicia.
I didn't realize you were.
Surely you noticed. So far, all of my policies were chosen to create as little backlash as possible. And even during the war, we made do with what little we had.
Would you mind explaining what that has to do with you keeping Aisha and myself at arm's length?
Well, let's just say you'll find that out soon enough.
Uh-huh, and when exactly is that?
Soon enough being soon enough, all right? We desperately need more personnel.
You said it.
Like Aurora, for example, who's got an extraordinary sense of economics.
Agreed.
But at the end of the day, you can't run the kingdom's finances all by yourself, can you?
That much is true. Despite my strength,
should have some math skills and the ability to read and write as well.
It pains me to report the literacy rate among citizens is quite low. Those who can do arithmetic, if you exclude the nobility and the knights, often end up becoming merchants.
I couldn't have said it better, Juna.
Well then, why don't we try recruiting from everyday people?
When it comes to appointing skilled workers that are above and beyond, countries that can concentrate money and power have an advantage. For us, it'll be a tougher process, almost like finding a needle in a haystack.
So what do we do instead?
We try to find skilled individuals in neighboring countries as well as the other plan.
What other plan?
Slavery. Never has there been a greater violation of mankind's rights. A person owning another without recognizing their humanity, regarding them as property to buy and sell. Even the great philosopher Aristotle once defended the practice, calling them living tools. But the system should have never been adopted. Sadly, however, the practice is alive and well on the supercontinent of Latvia. Unfortunately, the kingdom of Fredonia was no exception to the rule. Although some are enslaved as punishment for their crimes, the vast majority had no other choice but to sell themselves to poverty. If their masters permitted it, they could eventually be freed. In physical law, sexual abuse was strictly forbidden. However, there were still many female slaves who were violated, and many male slaves who ended up being worked to death.
Okay.
Which brings us to an
So right now I have the main body
by the name of
completed. So
Taboo.
arms and legs.
As you know, my
I haven't added much detail to the pants and chains yet. So a lot of these lines across the chains that hold down the body. And then I'll be able to add detail to the clothes
Um,
and
may
to
I ask
the
the reason why you're all acting so
body
frightened?
more so.
You don't know, Chefmaster?
The hardest part is that I needed to make sure the body was there so I could establish where the hair was going to be. Because if I begin drawing the hair
If you're
and I
curious,
drew it too
would you
big or
like
too
to see the
small,
tail?
then that would
It's
affect how
still
the
young,
arms
so
would
it won't
look.
have any strengths.
Now that I have the arms and the body, I can draw the hair.
Elegant
Once I have the hair,
What's
and
your
just the
opinion?
outline, I don't need to do the inside details. Because there's nothing else that's really there at the moment that coincides with them. So once I'm done with drawing the hair, drawing the chains next would probably make the most sense. So these include the chains going on the body and then the chains around the body behind the back.
Everybody here looking
So that would allow me to then draw the
because
details of the
the passing
clothes.
of your grandfather.
So,
you're grieving his death, even though you were slaves?
Yes, I'll admit, your feelings will
so pretty easy, nothing crazy.
how to put this.
So instead of starting here and going down, I've restarted this one. So I would come down here
Is that right?
and draw from where the hair starts, which is around where the bend in the arm is,
Food for us?
and then
Just collect the rarity when it comes to
all of it
traders.
upwards.
I never knew. It's obvious I know nothing at all about the slave trade.
That's quite all right. I assumed you didn't. Before your grandfather died, he said that you would probably be unable to take over his business. That this kind of work would be too much for his gentle grandson.
Grandpa saw right through me. I don't want any of his remaining slaves. I would rather sell them off and begin some other business. Have a fresh start. At least, I thought I did.
Something wrong?
No, I'm sorry. I was just thinking about my grandpa.
If you don't end up taking over the business, we'll just be sold off to some other slave trader. But no single one will take a group with this many slaves, which means we're going to be split up. So that's why you're
So
going to
yeah,
finish
just
helping us with
replicating the
this
shape
festival.
best I can as I go.
Sure,
So
Master.
I have to fit every like bump,
What is
every
this?
curl, every whatever into this space.
Huh?
And I think I already kind of messed up
It was
to
presumptuous for a
where
slave
the
like you
arm
to
should
offer
have
me
kind
a
of
favor. I would
started
like you to punish
a
me
little bit
for that.
farther out, or I made this part of the
That's
arm too
insane!
too long, which is okay.
Especially you.
Like when I make mistakes like that, they're not always the most noticeable anyway. And for the most part, only I notice them. That's my biggest issue when it comes to drawing like this is the proportions are usually off. So let's say I might make the head, which I probably did. I made it a lot bigger than it was here. So if we were to like actually scale it, the head here is probably significantly smaller than the head I made for this. But
So does that
in the end
mean
of the
every
day,
member of
it
the team
doesn't look all that much different to like not the untrained eye, but most people don't notice
than
it.
the others?
And I'd say this kind of where my art comes in, is I'm not exactly always drawing an exact copy.
That being
I'm
said,
drawing a copy
I
that's
intend to keep
exact
running this
enough.
business.
So it has all the right elements, but not necessarily
I'll do my best
the
to limit
exact
my
formula.
reputation. Naturally,
So, and
projects
there's
sell
like
many
there are like
things
minor
faster than
differences
others.
and mistakes here and there,
So I'll take it
but
upon
in the
myself
end,
to
it
be
still
able to
looks close
supervise them
enough to
first.
being almost exact, and also it still looks good. That's the most important part.
I hope
So
you can forgive me
it's
for
it's
getting into
it's uh
burying all my sundries.
it's forgivable when I
It's
don't
almost
have something
foolish or concern for a slave.
that's
So
missing.
it's for them to do whatever you wish. Master Ginger, if I may ask you a question, why are you making sure to provide food and new clothing for your slaves, especially when selling us off is just on the horizon?
What did you think was taken better care of? Something clean or something that looked to be in bad shape?
You're asking me? Oh, I suppose it would be whichever was kept cleaner.
It's the same general idea. I want the slaves taken care of. You see? If potential buyers are looking for someone as disposable labor, they're likely to stay away. All right, everyone. Let's review our multiplication tables of threes. Ready? Go!
Excuse me, but why is everybody here practicing mathematics?
I think it's raining outside. It's
Roll
pretty
what I
crazy.
asked for.
Yes, right here.
Now I can teach everyone to read and write.
So you're
Yeah,
teaching us
see,
math.
it's already been
And
messed
you're
up.
also going out of
I
your
don't have
way to
enough
make sure
space
everybody
because
gets through?
if y'all can see it,
Well, I've been doing
I'm
some thinking.
drawing
You told me they'd take
this.
better care if they have some help.
Wait, hold on.
So
I'm
I started
drawing
asking myself, how can I give additional
which
work
piece
credits
of
to each
hair?
other person? And I thought,
This exact
why
piece
not
of hair right
college?
here.
That is true.
That's what I'm about to
There are a
draw.
limited number of people
But
who
the
will
space
follow
I
your
have would
advice.
only permit me to draw.
And
Actually,
also,
I could
you are
probably
also
fit these
getting
in,
beholden to
but
manage
not
my
to
credit.
scale.
And I'm quite sick of
But what I
doing
might
that.
have to do
There's a few
is
steps,
shrink
right?
this down a
But
bit,
as you know,
which I have
I
right
have no
here.
plans of continuing to run this business. So
So,
I figured that the best way to move forward is to find decent buyers for everybody here. Well, would you like me to teach you too?
That's all right. My family ran their own store. I can already read, write, and do math.
see, another problem is when you're drawing, like the pencil will start to get
How did
dirty.
you end up becoming a slave?
So, what I kind of have to do is clean it off
Just now,
on some other surface.
in order to save his family and store.
Clean off the pencil on some other surface until it's like white again.
That's all there is.
Then it erases without making smudges or leaving behind the black specks.
The truth is, this misery can spread out wherever you go.
So it's a lot better that way.
Oh, thank you, son.
How are the sales? Going well?
customers so far? They've only wanted slaves as disposable tools and nothing more. Even buyers that look like gentlemen.
Is that right?
I promised everyone that I would find them owners that were trustworthy, which means I have to be kind of selective.
You know, if you keep talking like that, you'll fall in the dead and end up a slave as well.
Well, we certainly can't afford that to happen. My grandfather used to have a saying, someday the calm will end, and then the time of sun return. It means you have to wait for the right opportunity, and never give up. So when the chance comes, you grab hold
All
so you
right.
don't miss out.
So what I kind of did there. So amongst his hair, he also has braids. You see it in the beard
I'm
here.
a slave. Whenever
You see it in the beard here.
most hopeful
Oh, that's not a beard. It's just the hair. Never mind. He has braids. So back here are similar braids as well. So I'm drawing that, which goes in between those two pieces of hair I was mentioning, and then I can continue on the path of drawing the hair. What's kind of cool is since I've drawn a lot of Otis stuff before, I think that the experience kind of transfers over for the next thing you draw. See, look, it's kind of what I mentioned. So right now I'm right here trying to draw into this, but what I have here is too low. So it's like what I said, one of those mistakes that I kind of just cover up
You've come to the right
as
place
best
in
as I
life.
can. So what I might just do
Just like those
is just
jokes.
get rid of all this and just extend it past to where it needs to be, despite it not reflecting how it is here exactly. And damn, is it raining hard.
I'll have to ask you all to settle down. Can somebody please tell me what's going on here?
Now I understand. Seemingly out of nowhere, His Majesty made a royal decree in regard to evaluating promotion or demotion of knights and noblemen. The process will now begin including one's ability to govern their own territory. And they say
Okay,
one's
so
talk is law.
taking that and taking it this way instead of here to that way.
Being a nobleman and taking part in state affairs. Knights are distinguished by heroics on the battlefield. Now the ability to rule over their own domain is in question.
In order for one to govern, office skills are essential. I must have someone who's able to read, write, and perform mathematical equations. Well, I understand your plight. I am parents here of children and pair of sisters to consider. So I would require you to take on members of the same family as part of our arrangement.
You're saying that if we agree to take families together, we have priority when it comes to securing two or more slaves?
In that case, I'm willing to take as many as I can.
Oh, I already told you I get first.
Like I said, I draw lightly first, then I kind of go back over darker. But usually, a lot of the times, whenever you're drawing and you're kind of doing the same shape over and over again, it'll start becoming darker anyway. So the places that are lighter, I kind of just left the general outline of what I'm doing. The places that are darker, I was slowly creating the shape I wanted, and by doing that, I kind of made it. So that's why it's darker.
Free and he's taking lots
But
of
it
bribes.
also, I'm also less likely to erase those because they do kind of leave
So he'll be fine
deeper
about letting
marks.
the slaves still be
But
okay.
it's not much of a problem if I do have to erase them. I tend not to.
It's not like I made a fortune, but it was still a tiny sum.
Well, you spent your own money on us, making sure to provide an education we wouldn't otherwise receive.
I'm not really cut out to be a slave trader. Although now, I can finally start to think about a new business.
But if you're going to change your business, then what would that mean for me?
Why don't you sit down? You must be pretty tired from having to stand on your feet all day.
It's out of the question. I'm only a slave. I would never dare sit at the same table as my master.
Oh, really? That's interesting. Then what would you say if I ordered you?
If you insist, then very well.
Why don't we take a little break?
See, another thing is that when your scale is right,
Don't worry.
not your scale, when your scale and proportions is right, things will start to line up.
Yeah,
If you notice on the picture right here, there's like a gale wind that's kind of drawn through. And the points it intersects on is at the leg, at that chain, goes through the chest, hits the top of braid, and then if you notice the shape of that hairpiece, it slices right through that. Now check this out. That same wind,
nicely. But it all started with you.
boom,
You took me
wow.
under.
My scale's a bit off. So instead of hitting that right here,
Perhaps
well, I guess I could still make it. I just have to change the angle. Yeah, I can start it here,
you say it was
hit the top
because of
hairpiece,
Tony.
and go through there.
Well, then be honest,
So
Mr. Ginger.
even though it's not perfect,
We have to
it's
approve our
still
best.
within the realm of what it's supposed to be. I
Somehow we were able to
think
convince
that's pretty
Percy
cool.
to like our
And I
home.
guess I can also talk to the process of what I'm drawing. Let me see if there's any
Why did we even
comments.
look into your grandfather's
Kind of
inheritance?
tapped in. Say,
What's
oh,
going on
One
here?
Piece is real.
Much kindness.
I do like the flow of this chill drawing stream. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm too locked in. So I really appreciate the 50Ks of my family. Hey, bro, anytime, man.
Welcome, sir.
I'm trying to pull the chat back up. Yeah, I think next time I do this, I'll probably have my laptop pulled up so I can read the chat.
Is he from the nine-headed dragon?
The One Piece is real. Remember Cloud? Hey, yo, that's my homie.
Request. I'm very interested in purchasing this particular
But,
slave. Sorry.
yeah,
You
kind
want
of
to read
crazy
the
though.
sign outside? But we are closed for the day.
Yeah, this is more of a chill stream, just drawing. I plan to do some more solo streams.
Raccoon person
I'm trying to see if I can do some more gaming. I tried to do console, that did not work. I think my laptop's too trash for that. So I might see what happens if I just stream directly from my laptop. But other than that, more gym videos still coming. It's just I've been working out a little bit less, only 4 times a week, and then I've been doing manual labor job.
Very well.
So I'm not too worried about getting my workouts in
Sir,
because I do a lot of lifting on the job.
as you can see,
But I still at least try to go 4 times a week still.
they have all been
And
purchased.
sadly, the thing that gets left behind is
And
legs.
as a final
So maybe 3 times and I skip leg day. Sorry. But I still try to go to my runs. Running is a
Mr.
must.
Ginger,
So I get some
I
workouts
cannot take
that
my
way.
son from
And
your
if tomorrow, I'll probably do like a home workout since I just got a weighted vest.
Any wish?
I kind of want to play around with that. So I do a little back workout
Here's 10 large
um,
gold coins.
tomorrow
Also,
outside.
standard gold coins as well. Will this be a sufficient price?
But
That is an extraordinary amount. I agree to the offer.
Glad to hear it. That's not something for you to decide. I'm sorry, she's not for sale. I don't care how much money you have. She'll serve as an employee when I start my new business. Equal to me, and not a slave to be ordered around.
But Mr. Ginger,
You'll have to forgive me, son.
see, it's starting to come
There's a
together.
possibility that
Oh wait, actually no, it's not.
if you allow
Since this is all the hair that's left,
Eddie,
and this is all the space that's left. So I made the similar mistake but worse. I didn't make the hair big enough.
I don't want to
So now the hair pieces are so far away from their reaching their destination. So what I could do,
I beg you, keep me here.
like I kind of said,
Remain by your side
I
forever.
can draw the gale wind that goes through. So the gale wind that's here.
Isn't that something?
You see, just like Sebastian said, quite the fascinating slave trader, huh?
That's an understatement. I'm sorry, but what's this? My deepest apologies. It was only supposed to be a test. I'm confused. This world is full of people. Yet someone like you is hiding right under our noses.
See, boom.
We can't stop searching
Got
for
the
talented
gale wind.
personnel.
So that means now I know where the hair should really fall,
No formalities.
and then from there I can adjust my drawing.
I've always wanted to stay incognito, but never got the chance before.
So
Your
I
Highness,
put that big hair piece over here
why you sought me out?
and move it this
Word
way.
of your reputation is spread about how you decided to teach your slaves so they would end up in places that would treat them with dignity and respect. Traders around the kingdom are following your example now by educating their slaves as well. Oh, they are?
Boom.
Judging from your reaction, you
I
didn't
just need to
realize
lower
your
it a
glorious
bit.
accomplishment. You ought to be quite proud.
Lower it
I
just a
wouldn't say
bit.
glorious. As long as I've been king, I've been thinking of ways to abolish the system of slavery here. The thing is, if I just made reforms by royal decree, it would have only resulted in societal upheaval. One wrong move and we'd have a civil war.
That's a bit
Okay.
extreme, don't you think?
Sadly, no. In the world I come from, that's exactly what happened. As
So
a
now-
solution, slavery will exist by name alone.
Wait, you don't mean...
So now
That's the subject we were discussing earlier.
I can finish it up
Princess Lacey, I guess.
without much issue in terms of scaling.
Protected the
I'm gonna
social
do these ones a little bit faster.
improved the quality of
And I'll
life.
clean them up when I ink through.
And as a result, the
Ink
slaves
through.
will no longer be enslaved. That's not glorious. I don't know what is.
I mean, I couldn't be
Alright, let me angle these
searching for. Starting from this point, I'll be socializing the slave trade in this country.
Your Majesty, what's socializing?
Slave traders will become public servants, and we'll have a screening process. That's phase one. I'm also currently in the stages of constructing a job
Okay,
training
so
center.
the
They'll
exact
train you
layout
on
of the
equipment
hair
and not be
won't
used
quite
as
match
disposable
this,
labor.
but it'll still be
All of us
quite similar.
together,
Unless I
the
choose to,
present moment
I think I'll
is
just push it
official.
out a little bit further
So
so I
what
can
are
get
you
it
saying?
kind of
You're a
close.
bit of a slow learner, aren't you? The kingdom's adopting the program you invented.
This new training center will need a director, and I'd like to appoint you.
Me? Are you sure, Majesty?
I can't think of anyone more deserving of the position.
Alright.
This
So
money
instead of
can
the hair
represent
ending here,
how would you like to take
as
the
it's
role of
shown here,
executive
I just
business?
pushed it out to end there near the forearm.
Someday the call will
So
come.
it's not exact, but
And then the time
it's
will
still
come to return.
similar to the drawing. And then when it's finished and when it's inked and when it's all that, it'll almost be indistinguishable.
Majesty,
But
how do I do this?
I mean, if you look closely, if you compare it to the original image, you'll notice. But if you look at the drawing alone, it'll be like, oh wow, the drawing's amazing. But little they know, we cut some corners. See, and we don't have to get rid of everything. We can just make the piece that falls between this big one and that other big one with these three little ones. It's just the size of the three little ones. And then we're in the money. Oh, my little brother, he can talk to me quick. Hey, a favor. Can I pass you the stuff I mentioned? Can I pass you the stuff I mentioned? You don't have to go today. Well, they do close at 9, but you don't have to go today. I want my little brother to do something for me. This is the favor. Alright, back in business. So, about an hour in. So when I draw, the time just flies, so I'm not best at keeping track of it. Let me check what my battery is at. Damn, I can't really check. I guess I'll just go till this phone dies. Okay, so the hair here, I've adjusted it so I can make this space a little bit better. Then the piece falls here. Just as I can. And then the piece that I had right here, I can move like half an inch to the right.
What choice did we have? Baroa's busy turning slave traders into civil servants. Believe me, she's not happy. She's got her hands full, issuing licenses and dealing with complaints. Juna doesn't have free time with her show, and Aisha wanted to concentrate on her martial arts training.
That's not what I'm talking about. I meant, how did all of us end up on this crazy road trip?
That's
Okay.
just how things worked out.
No, the hair is pretty much complete
Serena
on this right
insisted
side
that I
at
go
least.
and Carlo along with
Except
us
for the
because I was
inner workings, which I'm not going to do yet.
this idea.
When I ink it, I'm probably going to do them then.
Tag group of
Or I'll do like a
adventurers, we
quick
just
sketch of
really
it
belong together.
after I'm done with most of the other details. But now I'm going to do this down part and then this side. And like I said, I'm going to do the chains. The chains should be easier because the body is more important. So we'll just put the chains wherever they happen to fall. The chains probably won't even be exact. So if you count the number of chains, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We probably won't even have that. What I might just do is draw them however I choose, and then just match the style as best as I can. The only thing I will try to keep is the scale of the chains, and like maybe the leg ones on the legs. I'll make those as accurate as possible. But the others, it's still an illusion. Like I said, they don't have to be exact. They don't have to be perfect.
Sire, I mean, Kazuya, are you positive you want to continue going this way?
Yes, I am.
But if we head down there,
Oh, now I understand. You're right. Eventually we'll all arrive in the old slums.
If I may speak frankly, that's not the sort of place I'd ever wish for you or Alicia to see in person. It's a den of crime, home to a bunch of lowlifes.
In the past, but not anymore.
How is it different now?
It'd be quicker if you saw for yourself.
I'll clean it up when I ink it. So I'll just have the placeholders for the most part right now. Honestly, the change might. No, no, no. Though the chains probably wouldn't be a bad idea to draw first before the hair. I can still complete the hair before the chains, like I plan to do. It's just that some of the chains are covered by the hair. Well, no, some of the hair is covered by the chains, while the chains, for the most part, are unimpeded.
What do you think?
Well, it's a lot different from what I had pictured, so I guess you could say I'm surprised.
Meaning what?
Meaning it's supposed to be dark, gloomy, lusty, and dangerous in this part of town. At least as far as what I've been told.
Hard to believe these are the kingdom's slums.
Nope. You're thinking of the old slums. Way different from how you remember, huh? We did our best to get everything in shape here by tackling the sanitation problem.
The sanitation problem. That was part of your big plan of the city, right? Was reworking all these buildings part of that plan as well?
We rebuilt the old structures. Now they allow air and sunlight in. While we were at it, we arrested criminals and stopped the drug trade. So we aired the place out in that sense as well.
Carla, did someone just casually mention completely real crime in the slums?
He did. He did. Afterwards,
Alright,
the rest of
hold
the
on.
place is all
Might be at
bureaucratic and built.
a
There's
nice little
moments of greed, but
impasse.
they're free. Additionally, by employing the residents
Okay,
directly,
change of plans. I
they
think I
get
gotta do
paid
the
and
upper
leave no
body chains
sanitation
first.
charges.
I won't do the lower body ones yet, but I'll do the upper body ones first.
It is
And this
heartbreaking,
will allow me
but a
to
lot of
then
fun
do the
too.
hair.
Getting to
Because
live
the
in a
hair is
city
blocked
and
enough by the
fashioning
chains.
everything how I want.
So, chains
And
now.
as a result, it's less
Starting in the
fun.
center.
Where's the fun?
Agreed. But if there's anything I can do, you be sure to let me know.
Of course, I'm relying on you.
I gotta say, this is a far cry from the slums that used to be here.
Wherever there's grime, decay follows. And then pathogens are more likely to take hold.
What are pathogens?
It sounds odd, but there are an infinite number of these tiny creatures. Even though they're invisible to the naked eye, they live in the air, soil, water, everywhere else. I just told you you can't see them, but they're powerful enough to make food spoil and cause illness. We can only view their influence.
Wait, now I get it. So that's the reason you recommend that we all gargle. And we wash our hands.
You got it.
I'm a little confused. So pathogens, they cause diseases?
I believe whatever Katsuya tells us about them.
It's not a question of whether or not they accept my word. Since they solve all their problems with magic, what can I do? In this world, medicine and hygiene haven't made significant advances. Probably because light elemental magic has such a widespread presence. When it's been cast, it gives you the ability to heal and can treat even the most serious wounds. But it does have certain
Alright.
drawbacks,
Big bro.
like not being able to
My
treat
brother's
all
calling me.
patients' infections,
Hold on, I'm
since
FaceTiming.
their natural ability to heal is diminished. Treatments for diseases are available, but the market is overrun with drugs made from dubious ingredients and questionable authorities. When I started tackling the sanitation problem, I knew I had to do something about the health crisis as well. First,
Yo,
able to acknowledge something they can't
What are you
see.
doing?
I'm drawing.
Some already can, or more specifically, a certain
I have
You,
level
a
of
you doing something?
those
I'm
unknown
drawing.
verified you are my
Try
next
this
of
shit.
kin. It lets
If
them
I'm your what?
enhance perception
That you
and
are
the
my
ability
next
to
of
see
kin.
things other people
Who
cannot.
wants me to verify?
It sounds like the
I
party
have
got all this
one
three eyes
machine
section
staff
stuff.
sergeant red.
I'm
I
surprised
was
they
my
agreed
next
to work with us.
of kin.
I've heard
How do
organizations
I
like this
verify that
only
for
work
you?
alongside their clan.
You just state
Their
that you are my
isolation
next
gives
of kin.
I am your next of kin.
of how they view the
Is
world.
that how you? Thank you.
Alrighty.
They can tell whether something is sanitary or not.
Did he buy it? Did he believe it?
Keeps out germs everywhere. You probably avoid others.
Yeah, I tell you.
They must think.
Yeah, but it's kind of big.
Well, that's certainly one way of putting it.
Alright, peace.
Long story short,
Yeah, it's a
the
little bit
three-eyed
big
race knew
on my
tapping
foot,
into
but
a
it
real
fits
as
fine, I
well as
guess.
the fact that they
Hmm?
cause ailments
Like
like
I can
many cancers.
walk in it, but it's a little bit loose. It's
Using their
fine.
vision and
Yeah,
their
but
insight,
you
they
wear
developed
socks
their
and
own
move.
I'm wearing
brand of
socks.
medicine.
Okay.
The research
But
into
it's still
diseases is
fits. Like I
advanced,
can sit
and
and
compared
walk.
to the rest of the world,
Hmm?
they're centuries
It
ahead in
still fits.
medicine.
It's just loose a little bit.
Okay.
Could that be the
Yeah.
reason the three-eyed race has
All right.
such a low
Alright,
lifespan?
thank you.
How long are we talking about? You know how humans and
Mom
people
said
live
that you
to
had
be around
something for
60
me.
years of
I
age?
don't have anything for you.
Well, the three-eyed
Yeah, I don't
race
know what you're talking
lifespan
about.
is more
Yeah?
Plastic bag.
ACI is correct.
Alright, I'm back.
Technology has extended
Had
their
to deal with
lifespan.
almost all my family just said.
Right. Instead of dogs dying for their
My
young,
brother called me, my baby sister came in asking for more stuff, and then my dad came in giving me stuff.
to see germs and
That's pretty
microorganisms for
cool.
themselves.
amazing.
That's our cousin, you all right?
But
Well,
yeah,
we
let me
had them back in
continue
my
with the
world.
chains.
Called them microscopes.
Alrighty.
Yeah. By putting lenses together, they can make small objects appear
So
larger.
another thing I'd like to do is if you extend the lead,
Proved to everyone
you kind of put less pressure on it, making it so you draw. So you really can't see anything.
sight, they have
Like
learning
it looks so much cooler in person.
Another
Let me
strange
try and.
I'll skip the explanation since it's common. But they're a substance that inhibits the growth of pathogens.
So it's medicine.
Yeah,
Alright, I guess I'll just have to see it as it gets closer to being finished.
but that gets confusing.
But
So I decree that it shall be known as three-iodine
it'll.
because it's a type
Yeah,
of medicine
whatever.
made by the three-eyed race.
Three-iodine. What do you mean it's able to inhibit the growth of germs, as in it's red too?
It's a wonder drug against diseases. But that's only putting it mildly. It can be used to prevent epidemics as well as keeping open wounds from festering.
You said stop epidemics? It's really powerful enough to do that?
Since the three-eyed race can see these germs, they are also able to help find a way of stopping them.
Well, could it be mass-produced? Lacing? This is important. This could even help us to stop epidemics. There's no way you can do that.
There's not much available yet, but we are ramping up our production.
Perfection.
Good news is, the three-eyed race is now cooperating with us. And additionally, we won't hold anything back when it comes to the medical research. Our biggest struggle so far is the small number of gel medics available, which three-iodine production is dependent on.
Gel medics?
Kind of a subspecies of gelids which can survive in unsanitary environments. Before getting refined, three-iodine is extracted from it. Thanks to Tumbleweed's help, there has been an increase in gel medics.
Hold on. Aren't gelids more plant-like than animal-like? The tongue-like can talk to them?
Apparently, communication is a little bit murky. Still, she's had some luck. In fact, she's discovered a little about their ideal living conditions.
Feels like your little sister's like teaching us.
Okay, there we go.
Isn't that the truth?
Chains in the middle. Hold up.
Sanitary. You are. Still more over here.
This woman is clearly deranged, Kazuya.
What's that word of thinking exactly?
This is just normal behavior for her.
You know the psycho?
Dr. Hilden Morgan. As you can see,
Okay.
she's three-eyed. On top of that, she has a high degree of medical knowledge and skills.
So now continue with the chain.
Same old Hilda, I see.
And who are you?
Alright, sorry.
Oh, well then it isn't His Majesty. I thought you were just some sort of vagabond.
Introductions are in order. These two are.
Oh, I know. That's the princess, and that's the former Air Force General Dyer. And a rather embarrassing outfit, I might add.
Hey, are you familiar with my friend Doe?
I would rather be boiled alive and not
change
I
this
feel
way.
like him, actually.
The only thing
Maybe
that's
that's the
difficult
next
when it
step.
comes to drawing items like this
Personality clues over
is
there.
that they have to take a linear path,
I believe I'm listening to me.
but it's very easy to draw them
Nice for
in,
you
at the
too.
wrong
I will
angle.
speak with them.
So I think it
Now
might
then,
also
what
benefit
brings you
me
this far from the castle?
to draw some
Just checking out
starting
the
from
job
down
training
here
center. I
so
put
that they
Ginger
go
in
in the right
charge over there to
direction.
see how it's going.
Goodbye, Miss Bond. See you tomorrow. Have a nice day, everyone. Be good. Thank you for coming by the school to see us, Your Majesty.
Hey, son. Where's Ginger?
Master Ginger, King Soma is here for you. Your Majesty!
I told you, no need to be so formal.
Oh, the princess is here? Hi, my name is Ginger Kakaru, and it's such an amazing honor to meet you, Majesty. You're sure stuttering more than usual today.
Behind me, that's Carlo Vargas. This man is Owen Javana. And that's...
I know Dr. Hilda. She's always stopping by to give free medical checkups to the school children.
Yeah, only because I can't stand seeing their grubby little hands. I'm going to spray over there. Give me a holler when you're finished. I believe someone to play in that direction there. Yeah, I got it. I hear you've been teaching children to read, write, and do math here.
Not just the little ones. Adults are learning as well.
Adults, too.
There are many in the kingdom who have never had an education. Days we teach kids, and the adults at night after they've finished all their labors.
Is that right? I really had no idea.
We plan to
I'm looking at the
arrange
wrong
our
thing
own
instead of
lessons
draw.
as well.
But they're all pretty much the same.
Yeah,
The pattern just
there's
repeats
tons.
itself.
Including training for civil engineers as well as adventurers who explore dungeons. And lessons of medical techniques from Hilda.
That's quite the wide variety of subjects.
The academic research in this world is pretty narrow. And it mostly focuses on magic and monsters, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Huh.
Even within studies that are
So it's
outside
taking
the
this chain
there's
shape.
tremendous
Let me
potential
zoom it
waiting to
in.
be found. When you master
So
a field,
taking
no
this
matter the
chain
subject,
shape right here
by becoming number one, you also
and
become the
extending
only
it
one.
And those only ones are who you want to nurture, right?
all the
That's
way.
it. But first, we need to do whatever it takes to raise the education of
Guess I
these
can make my
guys.
job a little bit easier. Go ahead and
What's
count
this
the amount of
interesting?
links.
Sounds like
I
these
got
well.
one of them down.
Who they are?
1, 2, 3.
Attendance is way up. And the school's lunch program Your Majesty suggested has been
So
growing
7,
popular.
9 including ones I've already started. So just do this.
If you're a student going here, and after 12, then you're able to eat lunch for free.
Wow.
How wonderful. That will be a
4,
huge help for poor households.
5,
They keep studying hard.
6.
There'll be
Oh,
a chance in the
see?
future that they'll be able to escape from
That's how I know I'm making them too small.
I'm afraid to say our tent attendance, on the other hand, is rather
So I gotta kind of change my perspective,
Why should we live by
make them a bit
if they live this small?
taller.
It's my job to help them see why. So leave that part to me. I'll come up with something.
Thank you, sire.
Alrighty then. Now that we've confirmed all is coming along nicely here, on to the next stop.
Okay, let's try.
Well, didn't I mention the
7.
reason for our trip?
No, you didn't.
Going outside.
But we're already outside.
Outside castle walls.
But the refugee camps are there, and they're even more dangerous than the slums.
I think it's about time I saw them.
If you're going outside, you'll be needing me.
So how long have you been standing there?
I've been just stuck disinfecting the urchins. Brad disappeared somewhere. That deadbeat is really gonna get it for making me cover his lectures again.
For sure, this place is enough. But oddly enough, there's a powerful look in their eyes.
They came a long way from the north, with nothing but the will to live. It's safe to assume that those who are here are far stronger than we could ever imagine. They've experienced wars, natural disasters, and other misfortunes. Yet somehow they still stand on their own 2 feet. Refugees have a unique brand of strength. Then again, that strength can also be a hazard. While their sense of unity grows, their sense of individuality also becomes diluted.
By the way, Kazuya, you said you have to clear them. What did we do for them?
Really wasn't all that much. We sent food, firewood, and supplies they
Okay.
desperately needed.
Oops.
Also, I had the adventurers go make security around the camp at Quest.
I get supplying them with essentials, but why do they need our protection?
When foreign nationals are victims of crimes or the perpetrators, it often leads to international incidents. But it's different for these people who have no countries. As long as it doesn't become a global event, people are often content looking the other way.
Those sort of folk need to be punished.
No, there's also the possibility that our own people could harm the refugees.
Let's see which ones are like the longest.
Look, those thugs just showed up out of nowhere and tried
Four
kidnapping
of
all the
them.
children. They tried what?
So
They're
this is
attacking
one,
anyone who jumps in to stop them. Those adventurers heard about what was happening and stepped in to protect our
two,
camp.
Carla, Owen, go and help the adventurers fast.
As you command.
Let's show this skull
maybe
what
this
battle
down
looks
a little
like.
more.
Come on!
Hilda, I want you to go and help the priest over there.
Oh well, what other choice is there? And I'll
Two,
stay and protect you, Kazuya.
A hero who can't defend himself. So sad.
Well, that's why I'm
two,
here. You can fight as needed, right?
Owen has been putting me through all the paces, but he says I'm only
four,
slightly better than a fresh recruit.
Well, that doesn't sound too reassuring. No matter what
five.
happens, try and stay behind me.
There
I
we
guess
go.
that's all I can do.
And 6 and 7. Easy. And then for something like this, I don't have to look too closely at the picture because I kind of already have the outline, and then I know how the chains will look. Since that's a
Stand your ground.
pretty simple pattern,
My strike. You can get back to
so I don't have to
to remember the basic moves that Owen drilled
look
into
at
me.
every single time. Because in order to connect each chain, they have to have that little link on the bottom. So now I can fill it in.
There. Tell me, what were you thinking? You can't be running off like that.
I'm sorry.
When my heart was going to stop, I was so worried. If anything were to happen to you, do you know what would happen? I would.
All right, pal. We never met, but you call me Yuna. So you want to go ahead and tell me how you know my name?
Because you see,
Yeah, Kazuya. You seem to be very chummy with her.
how do I explain my way out of this mess? Not like I could just say the truth.
Yeah, I'm the king, and I've been going on adventures with you as master mascot. Hey, are you listening to me, Kazuya? That was incredibly reckless of you, master.
I saw you in action. Those sword skills I taught you sure came in handy, didn't they?
Ah, both of you, that's sword.
There's no way you're changing this up.
Hey, I'm still waiting for an explanation.
So, got any idea who these two punks are anyway?
Well, look, we were just hired by some slave trader.
Slave trader.
Watch this. Because the king of this country has gone and made the slave traders into civil servants. Thing is, you need to get qualified. And our employer ended up failing the review process.
So, why are you attacking refugees?
Get out of this country. Women and children fetch a healthy price. What'd you say? Easy mercy! We were told the refugees were easy pickings since the kingdom wouldn't go out of their way to give them protection.
And who told you that?
We were just hired to do a job, man.
Carla, would you go and tell Hakio what happened out here? Sure, he'll take swift measures to deal with this.
Yes, as you command.
Well, I finished treating the injured. Don't know what the plan is. We've managed to draw quite a crowd here.
Crap, we're supposed to be in Gambia. I told you don't raise your voice.
Ladies and gentlemen, your children were saved from being kidnapped, all thanks to these brave adventurers.
Thank you so much.
Now's our chance to escape.
And very quietly.
Hey, just wait the hell up. We're not done. So, Kate, where to now?
To see the refugees' chief.
Why are we meeting with him?
There's a problem here, and we're solving it.
Alright, too easy. See, that's not the whole chain. Don't get it twisted now. The chain is comprised of 3 parts: the bottom link, the middle link, and the top link. So now you just have to make the top link now. The chain is complete. Like I said, once again, you don't have to really look at this. The real job of making it fit the art style, like I mentioned earlier, will be in the ink. So however I deem to make them right now, no matter how shitty they will look more appropriate upon inkage. That sounds so funny. Inkage. Also, I gotta add extra part for those links. But yeah. I have to also clean them up a bit, make them less flat and more round.
One of the most difficult challenges facing modern society. Persecution, strife,
See,
and
this one right
violence
here is a little bit
are
too
just a
stretched.
few reasons why people are forced to
So,
adapt to the war. In order to survive, they escape to other nations, some by foot, others by boat. Here in the kingdom of Fredonia, the problem is very much the same. There is a refugee camp located just outside the walls of the royal capital of Palm. Within it are just under 1,000 people. Humans, elves, beastmen, dwarves. Most have one thing in common. They were driven from their lands by the expansion of the demon monster Bane. However, compared to other refugees, those in the kingdom of Fredonia were more fortunate. Elsewhere, circumstances for refugees are considerably harsher. There are nations bordering the demon monster Bane, where refugees are forcibly conscripted and sent to fight on the front lines, or under the guise of protecting them, they were employed as cheap labor and exploited to the point of slavery.
uh, okay, it's going smoothly so far.
Finally,
Nothing
deciding to
crazy.
face this matter head on.
Just checking to make sure the art style is being somewhat consistent. I'm not getting too crazy with it. Of course. I made a mistake if I didn't let the chains kind of overlap in the middle. So the links more look more like they're really loose than really tight. But that's okay. We'll be able to hide that when we ink it later. Yeah, I think this is the first link that doesn't look very good. Me trying to do this. Like, look my magic on it. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good though. Yeah, once we start shading, start inking, all of it will look 1 million times better. I think that's where the impressiveness really comes in at, or that's when the real showcase of the One Piece art comes in. Because while there isn't very much detail in like overall shapes, like the faces are usually just some mouth and eyes and some nose. The shading on the clothes or any metal, the use of black and white without much gray,
More like
I
a
really
revolving
like.
jar. It's not important. The chief's expecting us. Let's meet him.
And there we go. First
Your
chain
Majesty,
done.
great king of Fredonia, thank you for visiting.
So
First off, let's see
it's
what the
not
world
the
really
most straight
possesses.
and the most bestest,
Yes, as you
but
wish.
it
My
gets
name
the
is
job done.
I have been put in charge of this refugee camp.
So
Sitting here at my side is my sister.
I do this side,
Come on. It is a pleasure, sire.
and after
And
that
my name
side,
is Somakasia, Fredonia's
I'm
king.
able to draw the
I
hair pretty
understand you
much.
helped rescue some members of the settlement
So instead of going here, I'm gonna go there
You can think them as
to draw the
finished.
hair
I came here for another reason,
rhymes
regarding a
bars.
matter that needs resolving.
See, right now the darkest thing,
I'm
most
here to help you
detailed
make an
thing is
informed
probably
choice.
the
My
chain right now.
messengers told you your options.
I think if I can
Now you must decide which.
get to the point where I'm shading everything in,
I will
I'd really
speak my
appreciate
mind.
that. But
Our word
we'll
will
see
determine the
what we can
course of
get to.
action for everyone residing here in this camp. We must remain calm.
It's also taking me a little bit longer because I'm pausing and talking, explain what I'm doing.
Selma, I think it's time you explain to me what's going on.
You're right. The refugee crisis has gone on far too long. We need to find a resolution. So I asked them to make a decision.
Decide what?
Become subjects of the kingdom and forsake their home, or tear down camp and leave this country. I know what you want. Return to your homelands, which are now the demon lord's domain, or you'll resume your old way of life. But presently, unless you drive away the monsters, that's impossible. Nor can anyone tell when that will be possible. Just what do you intend on doing in the meantime? Remain here in a strange foreign land, hoping that you'll get the chance to return, living in limbo until then? We can't have you staying here unofficially. Under any other circumstances, hunting and gathering without permission would be illegal. If these actions are allowed to continue, I guarantee you'll incur the wrath of the kingdom's people.
But we have all been tolerant of them for this long, and even supported them.
Yes, that's my point. The kingdom has several problems to deal with, so I chose to stay on the same course as others. But this, it's an issue I can no longer simply leave unaddressed.
Well, isn't that a bit...
This land of ours, think of it like a giant
So
ocean.
same thing again.
It is so
We
easy
got
to learn to love those who left them in return.
one,
But it
two,
doesn't
three,
be so
four,
easy.
five, six, seven,
It's
eight.
difficult.
About eight
If you
links.
insist on remaining committed to your homeland,
So
you can
what I'm
lose
gonna do
sense of
here
belonging to the kingdom.
is draw a bit of what's right here so I can
I'm
connect
afraid
these
I'll
to
have to
that.
expel you.
All that we want is to return to where we were forced out.
And I have no objection if that sentiment remains within your hearts. If the situation changes, and you are able to return back, then you are free to venture home. But as long as you reside in this country, I need you to feel like you belong here.
You have no idea what we've gone through.
Don't lie.
No, brother, enough. I will speak. You are the king over this nation, and yet you still have your own country. Sire, you don't know what it's like to be torn from your home and have
Yes,
to...
I do. You must have heard how I was summoned to this world from my own without any say. I have no way of going back.
Selma.
Still, I have Licia and the others, those by my side supporting me. People who genuinely care about me. I didn't want to let them down, so I worked on it, and then eventually, I realized I felt as though I belonged here too.
Okay.
If I lost this country, I probably would have grieved as much as I did losing my original home. The fact is, you might not be accepted right away, but you can't move forward if you refuse to take action.
Just how accepting would it be? The same as the Grand Chaos Empire?
Princess, I'm confused. The Empire offers refugees land, the undeveloped parcels within their country. And if they settle it, then it can be recognized as their provisional residence. Oh yeah? And what's the catch?
If they can be self-sufficient, they earn to drain in the Empire's coffers. And if they're able to return to the Northern Territory later, the land that they had just cleared will remain behind. Either way, the Empire loses nothing. Eurocoma, I'm sorry, but we can't implement the same policy as their country.
Why not?
Because it's dangerous.
Dangerous? How so?
You clear the land, pour your blood, sweat, and tears into it. If so, you'd consider it as your own, correct? For the generation that still wants to go home, that's fine. But what about the next one after? Ask yourself this. When they're born on that land, without any context of their parents' country, will they view it as a temporary lease or something more important? just differ in our thinking. Maria chose that policy because she believed it was the best, whereas I fear for the worst. We won't take the same approach. That's all there is.
If that's your stance, I'd like to know just what your grand solution could be. Giving up returning to our homeland and become subjects of the kingdom without any land for clearing? Or will we be thrown out? Just what exactly is it that you expect us to do?
Master Owen?
Sire?
Show.
As you command, my lord.
Alrighty, so what you've seen I've done here is I drew this little piece that sits above the arm that connects to these
This
chains.
is
So
very
now I can
familiar
begin
to the
drawing the
tropical
chains.
city we're currently
And like I
living
said, it was 8 links, I
in.
believe.
Residential and commercial districts are constructed, and we've established a trading port at this
Yep,
point.
including one of
We
them I
don't want
already
to add
drew.
even more facilities.
So much I've already done. Just
City,
kind of
but
go ahead and
without
just
authentic
place
culture
them.
and life. As for the refugees, I'm thinking of letting them take up residence here. Become a resident of this country, and you will have a home. There are plenty of jobs too. Don't believe me? Just ask the Mystic Wolves. They run distilleries in Parham. I guarantee if you become citizens, as long as you work hard, you will never go hungry or cold.
Wow,
That
that
sounds
sounds
like
like
such a
such a
terrible
wonderful
offer.
offer.
What are you talking about, brother? He is pretty much calling us strays and throwing us scraps to try and make us roll over.
Comer, what His Majesty is offering us is an actual chance to establish roots here.
So that's it then. Are we just gonna give up on ever going back home? Don't tell me that doesn't bother you at all.
I can't blame you for having differing opinions. After looking at my own proposal, on one hand, it's enticing. While on the other hand, I can see how it might seem quite cruel. But this is the most I can do for you right now. Everything else comes down to your decision.
Damn, that's what I did.
Residing here,
That big
who
box
insists on
right there.
returning to their homeland
Only
will
room
have
for
rights,
one glink,
as
so I
have
gotta
our prime
redo
minister.
them.
Oh no, my sister, she is open-minded. What she said before was for all the others. She wishes to represent all voices on the settlement, despite her own views.
Big brother?
It's true, is it not? When you had said it was terrible, you were just speaking on behalf of those who think that, because you feel the pain of others. Your Majesty,
That's a place
I
to
will
go
not make
from.
this decision on my own. I would like to gather the members of the settlement before giving you an answer.
I am here to help you reach a decision. As I've mentioned,
Yes, I understand. If possible, I'd like to convince as many people in the settlement as I can to accept the hand your Majesty has generously extended, even if it does mean dividing all the refugees.
dividing the refugees. In other words, accept the offer or be ostracized even more than you already are. There isn't much time. You can spend time recruiting residents, but the seasons don't wait for anyone.
You speak the truth. Winter is coming. If we don't prepare, our people could freeze. But please, give us some more time.
Good. I heard that you were in here, Hilda.
Brad, you creep. Thanks for running off and leaving me to handle all your lectures. Hey, what do you think you're doing?
You can air your grievances a bit later. I need your help now. It's urgent.
Who's the patient?
There's a woman. Her water is just broken. It's the baby's position. It's facing the wrong way, with its head at the top of the uterus.
That's a problem. Transverse presentations are very rare.
The midwife is at a total loss as well.
Typically in these scenarios, only the mother or the child can survive. It'll be hard to save both of them.
All right. We'll just have to cut her open then.
Can you do it? I understand the survival rate for mothers is less than 20%.
The reason for it being so low should be fairly obvious.
Oh, why's that?
The ones who operated weren't as smart as us.
You make the incredible sound simple.
It's the truth. Or more precisely, because they lack my skills, as well as your three-eye knowledge of pathogens. I can bring the survival rate up to 80% alone. Hilda, if you're at my side keeping things sanitary, together we can bring the survival rate up to nearly 100%.
Dan, how can I argue with that? Well, King, you heard what the man said. We've got an emergency. I hate asking, but I need you and your people's help right now.
Of course, you'll have it.
Soma.
Oh, good. You arrived just in time to help us, Dragonite Girl.
Wait, help you with what?
Go to the medical lab in the capital and bring me my instruments and drugs right here on the double.
Uh, uh, uh,
This is an emergency. Do exactly as she tells you.
The king just gave you an order. Now listen. Ask for Hilda's black
I
bag.
don't
The
like that
researchers
shitty,
will know
bro.
what you're talking about.
I, yes, I understand.
Bossy. It's all heck
You
in this
refugee.
anime.
I would like to borrow your tent. For
Okay.
this procedure, we need the most sanitary venue possible.
I have no objections if it will help you.
We're also going to need blood transfusions, so gather up as many refugees as you can.
Understood.
As for you, King,
Yeah?
you know all about hygiene where you come from, correct? Explain the concept to the leader here and clean up his area as much as you can.
You got it. Well, let's start. Ready?
Right.
Lead the way, Majesty.
Wait, please allow me to help out too.
All right, tell me everything about the patient's symptoms, Brad.
We need lots of boiled water.
This one's a little
Once
bit
her heart rate
harder.
rises, it'll
Not
kill most
harder, but
pathogens. In order for this to succeed,
I don't know.
her tools need to be sterilized.
I've heard about opening a pregnant woman's belly, but is it safe?
Oh yes, without a doubt. Cesarean sections are common for difficult deliveries. At least where I come from.
Your old home always sounds like an amazing place, Selma.
I'm sure those two can pull off a similar procedure. They're both pros. But then, we never had access to light magic in my world. So the comparison isn't so simple.
Be that as it may, I can't say I'm happy about being stuck outside while Carla's helping them.
Chirocoma, Hilda and Brad are skilled doctors. I'm sure both mother and baby will survive. So I want to bring this up.
Yes, what is it?
When the child's born, it'll be in the kingdom, not in their forefathers' land. They will grow up here and see it as a home, forcing newborns to live as exiles from a lost nation is...
There's no need to say any more.
Big brother.
Okay, so here,
Decided what needs to
and
be
there's gonna
done.
be like a cold steam cloud. So this isn't this is important, but
Baby,
kind of helps out.
It's a healthy boy.
Oh, hope for the future has been brought into this world.
How was the mother?
The operation was a success. Both mother and child.
Carla! Come on, you have to keep it together. Please stand up.
Great Sky Son, who watches over us, for giving hope to this settlement, we humbly offer our gratitude. Spirits of our ancestors who soar as elk in heaven, please watch over this child, now and forevermore.
I'm so glad.
There aren't enough words to thank you, Your Majesty.
Any you have should be directed to them.
I'm stepping down as leader of the settlement. Comine will take over.
Huh?
Are you saying that you're going to leave us, brother?
Good question. What's your plan?
The people of this settlement, I know they are tired of living like nomads. I'm certain, if they can make this country their home, it would be a wonderful chance for them. And yet, I know there are hardliners who will never give up on going home. That's why I will be heading back north along with them. I'll be keeping up the fight for our nation, on the front lines, biding time until we can take back our land.
Hold on a second. You can't just run off when the settlement needs you. Don't forget, I said His Majesty's proposal was golden and I'm going north with you.
You can't. You declined it out of consideration for the others, despite what you actually felt. That heart of yours. It makes you a better man than me. There's a part of me, some beast that can
Yeah, I
never
didn't do
get
as
down
well with
going
this
home.
as I did that one.
When I was made chief,
These are made more round on the ends. These are didn't do as that.
and had to
Or at
keep
least I did for
preparing
these
my heart
first couple
until now.
ones. But then later on, I kind of got lazy with
It
them.
is for the best.
So I
His
can kind
Majesty
of
said if the people of this settlement
do it
love
right
this country,
now.
then he will be accepting them as subjects of the kingdom. My role has come to an end, and I can let my feelings soar now.
your sister cry, you jerk.
I don't know what else to say. Please look over Carmine and all of the others.
Okay,
I can promise you this. I'll handle
that's
it.
good enough.
If there's anything that can truly protect them, it's the kingdom itself.
All right. In that case, please make sure the kingdom ignores.
I will.
Alrighty, that's that whole chain done. Now I can draw the hair. Let me make sure there haven't been any comments that I need to respond to. No, not really. Alright, bet.
He's not strong enough to hold his head up yet. Careful holding him.
So now I can work on the hair since.
How are you feeling?
Fairly stable after the operation. Thank goodness. And my milk supply is good, so I'm able to nurse him until he's full.
I'm relieved to hear that.
And when you said he was splitting her belly open, I was nervous at first.
Back where I'm from, cesarean sections have a very high rate of success.
You little... Don't make it sound so simple. How would you like to be cut open, even if it's 100% successful?
Did you see the infant covered in blood and vernix? What about all the blood spilled on the floor and how much blood she needed to have pumped back into her? It doesn't matter how much magical medicine is used. Women still risk their lives giving birth.
There. Please don't cry, little one. It's probably not going to get me back.
I'm sorry. You're right. I treated the subject too lightly. My apologies to you too.
Don't be ridiculous. Without your help, I most likely would not be here holding my baby now. If anyone should be bowing their head in here, it ought to be me.
As a man, it doesn't affect me the same. I wish I could live some years.
In that case, I'd be honored if you were my son's godfather.
Huh? Who, me?
Yes. If your majesty were to choose his name, I'm sure this land would provide him with good fortune and health in return.
I'm honored, but you're sure it should be me?
Even a man should be able to handle that.
Well, all right. A name, huh? No, I've got it. What about Fuku? Back in my home world, it means happiness. Sound good?
Now we're
I
cooking.
don't know how to thank you. With such a wonderful
Cooking the
name
gas.
bestowed on him, no doubt he will become as tall and as handsome as an elk's antlers.
Grow up to be strong, little one.
Hi, Fugu.
Definitely cooking.
Huh? What's wrong?
Other people's babies are cute, but when they're your own, they must be even more adorable.
Yeah, I suppose so. A little while longer?
Come on, you're still not ready.
Ahem. If you two don't mind, save that talk for later. Preferably when I am very far away.
Hmm. I started at the fourth link, so kind of a little too early compared to what's here. So I gotta push it out a bit more. I think I'll just start again. Oh wow. And my biggest problem is whenever I'm drawing, I usually draw to scale. So I draw exactly the same size as what I'm looking at. So, nice trick I can do. Make the sizes about the same. And then draw. With my my brain automatically makes things the same size as I see them for the most part. Unless I have some kind of other reference to fix that.
As Jericho departed with his group of volunteers, leaving Fredonia behind them, his sister Koma took over as chief of the settlement. Those traveling could not shake their longing for home and swore to take back their lands by force if necessary, while those who saw them off kept their longing for home in their hearts, dreaming of restoring peace to their nations while remaining in a foreign land. Though their parting was a sad one, at the same time, it was their own decision.
それでも進む胸深く打つ傷一つ切り抜けたつかの間の幸せまたしっかり伝えきられ白く裏切られて嫌気をさしてつかされて模様分けなぜかできる
See, much better. Much better. I kind of adjust this to make it more exact. Oh yeah. So yeah, hair almost complete. I still have to do the under the ring stuff. Well, there's nothing on this side, but stuff to do. Stuff here, and then here, and then that should be almost it.
I see you made it to class on time. Oh, yes, I'm wearing glasses. Not that I need them. They put me in the teacher mood. Like a piece of armor? Indeed. For you see, this will be your first of many lessons. So welcome to day one of the Fiancé's Bridal course. And your teacher will be none other than myself, the learned Excel Walter. To be candid, I've been hoping for an opportunity like this for quite a while. And when I heard His Majesty say that he could have children any time now, I decided this would be the perfect moment. After all, it won't be long before all of you will be mothers. As you are aware, this kingdom faced civil war. 2 generations ago, when a king died, a dispute arose over who would succeed to the throne. The royal family was nearly wiped out. Under His Majesty Soma's rule, I trust nothing of the sort will happen again. However, you mustn't be complacent. If there is any breach between king and queen, or between a queen and one of the other queens, someone will certainly try taking advantage of it. For the sake of the kingdom, it is paramount for all of you to establish a harmonious marital relationship. That's why a bridal training course is so crucial. But why are you the one teaching us, Duchess Walter? Oh, well, I have lived for over 500 years now. I've fallen in love with a number of gentlemen, none of whom I ever parted with, mind you, except through death. Not to mention I've also borne each of them children. Now it's my responsibility to teach you as queens, no, rather as individual women, how to remain in harmony with the man that you love. The art of being a wife, everything from understanding the male mind to ensuring a smooth married life via the performance of, shall we say, nighttime services. I've already had His Majesty Soma take an individual course with me. Now then, what does this mean in both war and peace? Information is key.
There we go.
Know yourself and the enemy, and you'll survive 100 battles. As His Majesty is always fond of saying. He's right. As long as you are aware of
See, since I'm doing the manga panel, I'm also going to do the kanji.
conduct yourself.
Adds extra oomph to it.
Sometimes it is good to be unpredictable and shake things up if you ever find yourself in a rut. Know yourself, brides, and the other party, and your union won't be in danger. along with the royal mage, who secretly cast a confession spell on His Majesty. This notebook contains the information I got out of him during that session. All right, I will now read how His Majesty Soma sees each of his future queens one by one. First, Lorilla. I'll start with his estimation of you.
Me? Why do I go first?
Oh, no particular reason. I just thought I'd start with the latest one to meet His Majesty.
Yeah, that makes sense since I am the newest addition to this group. Plus, I suppose it's better than going last.
All right, so according to His Majesty, why don't we talk about Lorilla and your feelings for her?
My feelings. I like how cheerful and friendly she can be. She can be underhanded at times, but that's just part of her charm. It's heartwarming how she looks out to Lisi and the others. Also, she's a whiz when it comes to finances. I'm very grateful for her, and that she's my fiance.
This is so embarrassing.
And furthermore, I asked His Majesty if he had anything to add, and he said the following. Regarding the death of her father, I feel responsible for it.
I know we were at war, and that hardly matters. This blood is on my hands. Although I know Lorilla said she was estranged from guys, I wonder, does she really want to marry me?
That worries him sometimes.
What? Is he dead? Darling, you big dummy. I've already considered all of that. I'm getting married to him because that's what I really wanted to do. So why is he thinking about the past?
There, there. Don't you worry. I'll give someone peace of my mind later. Lorilla, there's a reason he brought it up, you know? That's because he loves you. You're important to him. You know that, don't you?
Oh, brother.
On the one hand, I'm upset he's oblivious to the way I feel. On the other, not that I know just how highly my darling thinks of me, it makes me feel happy.
As long as you're
I
aware
messed up.
of
I
the
gotta put it a little
conditions
bit
just
lower.
fine. Next up, Juna.
Yes?
Pretty, beautiful, her appearance. But it's not only that, her heart too. She walks behind the rest
This might be one of the points
because she wants to see the larger picture.
that I also make another adjustment of my own.
His Majesty really said that about me?
When I asked, how do you feel about Juna, he then replied with the following. I consider myself lucky whenever she lets me dote on her, especially since I'm a younger guy.
Wait a minute, I thought His Majesty and myself were the same age.
No, she's right. You're both 19. It was only later Soma realized, in the world where he came from, that 1 year lasts 365 days, while in this one, it lasts 384. So when you factor in the difference, you would actually be at least a full year older than His Majesty Soma.
I had no idea there was such a gap between our ages. But wait, you're not saying that His Majesty dislikes older women, are you?
Not to worry. He continued by saying the following. In the world I come from, we have an old saying that goes, find a wife a year older than you are, and if necessary, wear wire sandals.
Oh, thank goodness.
Next up, Aisha.
Yes, ma'am?
His Majesty Soma's appraisal of you, Aisha, is...
Oh, sorry, but why are you stopping there?
Actually, he called you Pet Bunny.
What?
I can do that.
Not you too, Juno! What am I, his lapdog?
Aisha is strong and noble, a gorgeous warrior. The fact is, she's the most valiant fighter in the kingdom, and it's reassuring to know I always have her by my side. At least it should be. The thing is, there's something irresistible about